Hello everyone, today we have new video review, and as you can see this time we are going to check fresh release from Eduard. That's 1/48 scale limited edition kit as it's written here, and it copies Typhoon Mk.Ib. That's let's say not that unknown aircraft, I would say. Everybody of us knows this aircraft type, and it will be cool to copy it in 1/48 scale. So as you can see, that's why it was decided to release a limited edition kit from Eduard. So here you can see the box. It's final commercial sample, so it means you get exactly the same set, exactly the same boxing if you order it from webshop in Eduard. As you can see, we have this nice box art on the front. That's a typical Profi Pack box. Here you can see comparison with my hand. Then on the side we have 6 marking options which are included into this kit. You can see them now. If you would like to read more, just pause it and check everything with 4K switched on, because we are recording this video review in 4K. And then here on the other side you can see what is actually included into this kit. So we have Hasegawa plastic parts, Eduard Resin parts for 4-blade propeller and large Tempest style horizontal stabilizer and tropical filter also here. Of course, PE and masks are included, and cartograph decals for those 6 marking options which we just saw a moment ago. So let's open it. It's a top opening box. And here is what we have inside. So as you can see, plastic is packed in a typical way for Hasegawa, because it's a Hasegawa plastic, once again, I will remind you. And also here we have the plastic bag with resin parts, but we will check everything one by one. And of course we will start with plastic parts. So let's open them and check everything closer. So just give me a second. Okay. So due to one bag packaging, I see some parts broken off. That's a pilot seat as far as I can see. Here, I will show you in a second. Here it is. So it's molded as one piece part, but I can guess that there will be some resin replacement available from Eduard as well. So if you don't like this part, it's better to get. By the way, here you can see also bomb tail fins which are also broken away. And another part breaking. Here you can see one of the fuselage panels as far as I can guess. Just let me focus the camera a bit. Here you can see it. So I'm not sure why, because overall, all kits from this delivery were fine, but this one seems to be a bit tight in packaging, so that's why parts did not survive the delivery. So here we have separate plastic bag. It is dedicated to transparent sprue, and also here we have polycaps, as you can see here. But first I would like to show you the transparent sprue. I mean, polycaps, we all saw this, so there is no point in showing them in a separate shot. So let's zoom in, and here you can see those transparent parts. So as you can see here, we have canopy parts and also some other clear elements, for example target sight, which will be used on this aircraft. Parts look a bit muted, so I would rather get the some clear lacquer and apply it directly on those parts, because otherwise it will be not that shiny, I would say. So you can see it with your own eyes, and it will be up to you if you would like to upgrade these parts, or you would like to leave it as it is. Then we have this small plastic sprue, so there is no wonder why pilot seat broken off, because it was here. And here we have also rear wall for the cockpit and some minor element here. So just be careful, check all the parts before the purchase, and you will be good to go. Next we have 2 identical plastic sprues. I will zoom out so that you can understand what I'm talking about. So here you can see these sprues are identical, but this one is connected with another one, extra piece, let's say, from the right side. So we are going to check it. Here it is. Let's zoom in. Now you should be able to see it. So here we have cockpit walls, also we have dashboard, cockpit floor, control column, also another part broken off. And what else? Then we have landing gear wheels. And note that landing gear wheels have the weight effect copying. Also here are exhausts and tail wings and gun barrels here. I would like to show you the dashboard, because even though it will be replaced with PE parts, it still looks surprisingly good. Here you can see it. And let's not forget that this is not a fresh plastic, so that's why it's even more impressive. With cockpit walls I would be rather careful, because it will be easy to break them off, and then you have to fix it somehow with your own hands. Okay, so let's move on. Next we have plastic sprue with propeller. Here you can see it. One piece propeller which is attached on one attachment point, so it will be quite easy to work with it. Next we have two absolutely identical plastic sprues. These ones are dedicated to external armament, because here we have the rockets and the pylons on which these rockets were attached. Next we have plastic sprue with top wing halves and also with some external elements. So here you can see was another panel which we saw in the beginning. And as for the wings, we have nice recessed panel lines. I will bring them closer so that you can see what we have here. Now you should be able to see it. So we have nice panel lines and riveting. Of course, flaps and ailerons here are molded in, so you won't be able to move them. And let's flip them over. Here we have the guiding elements, which will help you with proper alignment. The only thing which I do not understand is that barrels are divided into two halves. So, I mean, you can imagine what it will bring to you. Then lower wing half is molded like this. So it comes on its own separate sprue. Moreover, it is molded together with wheel wells, so you won't have to assemble anything separately. And what else? Of course, again, flaps and ailerons are molded in. And again, we have these position slots for the pins which you saw on the top half. Then here we have next plastic sprue. Just let me zoom in a bit. So here we have left fuselage half, and as you can see, it is molded together with tail segment. We also have rudder present there, and overall it looks fine. And in my opinion, it should be even better when you apply all the parts together, but as you can see, we have this quite unusual parts division because we have this top section molded separately. Note that air intake will have to be glued from two halves as well. Here we have the radiator, landing gear covers, and let's bring it closer so that you can see what we have on this part. So as you can see, these fish plates are replicated with plastic, not with PE parts, if you know what I mean. And here we have also internal detailing, so we have position pins. No cockpit detailing because cockpit will be assembled separately, but that's pretty much all for the fuselage part. Then here comes the right fuselage half. So again we have another radiator part, more of the landing gear covers, tail landing gear wheel. Again it is molded together with rudder, and inside we have guiding elements for easier alignment of these two parts together. Next we have resin parts. As for the resin, as I said, it is packed into the separate plastic bag. So let's open it. Just give me a second. Okay, so what do we have here? First of all, we have propeller parts. I will be showing it up close because they're really small. And here you can see the first one. It is propeller hub, obviously. And note that attachment points are placed on the front, of course. So you have to be careful while separating all this stuff from the resin base. Next we have propeller blades. Here they are. These look nice. As you can see, their edges are quite thin because you can see the light shining through them. And obviously you won't be able to copy the same in the plastic. Here you can see them from the top. And here you can see them from the side. They're really thin, as I said. Attachment point is placed on the bottom, so you won't have any problems. The only thing you have to be careful is alignment, because alignment will be a bit tricky with this. But Eduard thought about this. I will show you a bit later how, because here we have the propeller base. Let's focus the camera, here it is, with special installation slots for those blades. But even more interesting is that we have special assembly rig, here it is, which will help you with proper alignment on your propeller. This part is included only as a rig, so it won't be used as a part copying something in your kit. Then we have this minor part for propeller as well. As you can guess, that will be placed on the nose. Just give me a second to focus the camera. Here you can see it. A really small part, even though that's 1/48 scale. Air filter is promised. Here it is. Also looks good. And with some washings you will have even more gorgeous result. And then last but not the least is this resin base with tail wings and elevators. So as you can see here we have separate elevators. Those tail wings replicate the Tempest type wide one. Here we have some installation slots for those elevators which are molded separately, so be careful while separating them, because we have here special alignment pins which will help you with proper guiding of those parts when installed into the place. Then we have several plastic bags with various bonuses which are smaller than what we saw, because here we have decals, masks and PE thread. So first of all we have here the mask set. It is typical for Eduard, so there is no surprise in it. Then we have this nice plastic bag with PE threads, so there are two of them. Just give me a second to separate, open the plastic bag and I will show them to you. So we have two PE threads, one is pre-painted and one is finished in traditional golden color. And as you can guess, pre-painted one will be used for the cockpit. So here we have all the parts, and as far as you can guess, those parts already finished, have the clear finish, so you can see it on the light. We have this replication of the lenses over the dials, and overall appearance looks quite fine, so there are no complaints in this. And then we have this nice unpainted PE thread, which will be used both for interior and for exterior. So as you can see, even the pilot seat will be replicated with PE part. So basically you won't need the part which was broken off in the beginning of this video review. Then we have another plastic bag. It is dedicated to decals sheet. Just give me a second to open it. Okay. So here it is. As I said in the beginning, it is printed in cartograph. We have 6 marking options, so we have here all necessary symbols for them. Printing quality looks quite great. We even have this spiral for the propeller. We have even decals for the cockpit, in case you won't be using the PE parts. We have stencils here on the separate sector of this decal sheet. All symbols are numbered, and I can even bring them closer so that you can see the quality of the printing. So here you can see it. It looks really great. So with some careful application you will get nice finish on your model. And last but not the least is the assembly manual. So here it is. Let's zoom out a bit. Focus the camera. So here it is. It is printed in a typical Eduard fashion. So we have large cover printed brochure, short history note on the first page. Then we have parts map here. Of course some parts won't be used because they will be replaced with resin parts. Here we have assembly process which starts with dashboard. Then we continue with pilot seat, which will be assembled out of PE parts, as you remember. Here we assemble the cockpit walls. We continue with cockpit and insert it into the fuselage halves. Let's zoom out a bit so that you can see all pages. Here we continue with wing and also landing gear system, rocket launchers. Here we have to modify in order to install this special, what's this? I think it's some of the cockpit part. Here we have assembly process for the propeller attachment and canopy attachment, also exhausts. We have masks for wheels, for the clear part and the fuselage, also for canopy parts, so it will be basically all needed parts will be covered with masks. Here we have first marking option, which comes from West Hampnet, Great Britain, June 1944. This one comes from RAF Holmesley South, Great Britain, June 1944. This one is from Plant Lune, Germany, April 1945. This one is from Husted, Germany, May 1945. This one is from Schleswig, Germany, June 1945, and it looks quite interesting with shark mouth and blue propeller hub. It is unusual for the Typhoon, I would say. And then we have one more. This one is also from Schleswig, Germany, July 1945. It has this funny writing on it. Here we have also stencils application guide, obviously, and some related products to this kit. And here I would like to show some of them because I have them. So what I would recommend to get for this kit is this Resin set with wheels, which we'll check a bit later. And then we have also those exhaust stacks, which should be superior to what we saw in the original plastic. Obviously you can get them on original official Eduard website, so it's just a matter of ordering them and getting them together with this kit. I'm also checking now if we have some additional PE sets, because as far as I can see we should have steel belts, but I think I do not have them. So you can order them if you would like to, and I definitely recommend to check this upgrade set so that you can get even better detailing out of your Typhoon in such big scale. So that's all for this video review. I hope you enjoyed it. Of course, don't forget to write your opinion here in the comment section below. If you like this video, press the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also support us financially by pressing the donate button on our website and choosing the amount you would like to donate. And of course, I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for watching once again, and bye.